You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
It's time to pick a side. We don't have time to waste anymore.
Why were you arrested?
For sitting down with my friends after they painted a building. I didn't do anything. I sat on a pavement. And now I've got a bit of orange paint on me and apparently that's a crime now. Because the people in that building make decisions which are killing people around the world. It is destroying the lives of people in Uganda.
These people are just disruptive people, and one question I always have in my mind when I watch videos like this is, how do these people get to the locations that they get to? And I can guarantee you not all of them are riding bicycles to those locations. But hey, these are the ones who want to talk about morality and what you should and shouldn't do.
Stay! You can control them?
No, that one. I broke my own. Mine's bigger. Sycamore!
The fact that this nonsense is allowed to go on shows you how sad the world has become. And all I can say to the men who grab these people is, you guys are needed.
I'm standing on the train and look at all these men. What happened to giving up your seat for women? No man offered me a seat. Excuse me, are you going to get up?
What?
Are you going to get up?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Are you for equality?
Yes.
Then fuck off.
Oh, shit. I have a question. Wait, do you remember how we met?
Yeah, I remember. She was live on TikTok and I sent her a gift.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the gift? Because I remember.
Yeah, I sent her a whale.
How many?
I sent her about 40 whales. But why?
Because, bitch, I'm big. Let's be real.
Yep.
Do women create life or do women carry life?
We do both.
I mean, doesn't it take two people?
It does. However, if you have an island with 12 men and 1 woman, you would have a thriving society. However, if you have 12 women and 1 man, you would only have a limited society and it would not grow on from here on out. For 100 years, you would not have anything.
But don't men create more life since they can get more women pregnant?
No, because if you have 1 man and 12 women, you have a thriving society because women create the life. However, if you have one woman and 12 men, you get a lot. With 12 men and 1 woman, you get more.
Feminism and social media has taught women to say nonsensical things like this. This woman was just talking and everything that came out of her mouth was just nonsense. You do know without a sperm, no woman's going to be able to make any babies.
What's that? That's puzzle. Is he or they with us?
They have completely taken over every single show and every single movies we held dear to ourselves. When I grew up, I used to watch Star Wars as well, and I haven't watched it in a long time because of all of this woke nonsense that's going on in the shows and movies. Once people begin to wake up and stop watching this nonsense, then they'll begin to change this nonsense as well.
How many genders are there?
2. It's a spectrum, so like a lot.
I'll just point out how it's all the normal looking people who know that there's only 2 genders.
How bad can I be? How bad could I possibly be? Let's see. How bad can I be? How bad
why in the blue hell would you even wear that to a gym? And the funny thing is, this will be the same type of woman, if you were to look at her with her pants pulled all the way up to her neck, will complain that why are you looking at her for when she wore that outfit knowing why she wore that outfit.
I can't even tell the bathrooms apart.
So you do adult content, traditional content. How many scenes have you done?
Maybe less than 50.
It's a new guy every scene, or is it like you will do repeat?
Sometimes it's repeating.
Okay. And you do scenes with men, with women, or?
I don't do girls, I just do men. I started in May, so I was 19.
And before that, were you doing OF, or it started about the same time?
I was in nursing school, and I was doing OF in my senior year of college, because it was like, I couldn't be a CNA anymore, because it was like long shifts, and like nursing school's hard.
Okay.
So I started, and then I liked it, and then I graduated, and I was like, being a nurse, and I was like, this is so 30-year-old woman. I was like, I'm gonna go do. Now I'm like 20, and like, I have such a lovely time performing that it's like, sometimes I think I was like destined to be. Like, I just love it so much.
Once upon a time, years ago, there was a time in life where people will be ashamed to say this in front of their friends. Fast forward to 2024, people say this in front of thousands, if not millions of people, and they say it proudly.
My son and his wife are part of the community, and we're proud of them, and they have a beautiful daughter. I wanted to see the front of the parade, and as soon as they get here, I'm going to go with them.
There you go. So when I see you got, your Elder Ruber, Church of Latter-day Saints Jesus Christ, what would you say to people that say, that's kind of a controversial position to take in the church?
I don't think it is. I think we're supposed to love everybody. Every person in here is as important as every person out there.
People need to stop mistaking love for acceptance. Just because you love someone does not mean you accept them in their behavior. If you are truly loving, you would actually tell someone who is engaged in wrong behavior that they are doing something wrong, not embrace them and allow them to continue in that behavior.
Don't you hate it when your balls are sticking out of your panties just a little bit? And it doesn't hurt that bad right now, but if you just keep going the way it is, it's going to start chafing and just hurting worse. Why did God do this to women?
I don't think women have balls.
Let's go, boys. What do? Men. We win. We conquer. We dominate. Check this out. Trans woman wins Miss Maryland USA. Another win for the boys. Not only are we dominating women in women's sports, we are now dominating them in beauty pageants. What's up, proud man right here? Give me my flowers!
Yeah, fall back too close. You ain't even got me. Trust my brothers from way back from the.
The only thing that came to my mind and all I can think of when I watched this video is handsome Squidward. I don't even know how women engage in this type of behavior and think they look normal. I genuinely don't understand how they look in the mirror and think somehow that they look better than their previous selves. And I can guarantee you, more than likely, she probably looked better before.
Nobody, including Riley Gaines, who I disagree with strongly, should be
What do you disagree with, out of interest?
I think that it should be up to sporting bodies to make the decisions about who and how should compete.
What has she said that's actually wrong?
I think that what she has done is try to turn this. We talked about people, using things to kind of get likes and get clicks.
That's not what she's doing.
It's
I've got no truck for Riley Gaines personally, but all I've seen her do is stand up for women's rights to fairness and equality.
Well,
she actually competed against Leah Thomas, and it was obviously unfair. Leah Thomas won one of the races in the NCAA championships by 50 seconds against a bunch of biological females who simply couldn't keep up. That cannot be right. It cannot be fair.
That is something that I think our sporting bodies should be dealing with. And by the way, Riley is speaking up for herself, and that is her prerogative, and I respect her free speech.
I think she's speaking up for pretty much every female athlete in the world.
If it's the case that you want to continue to allow men to go into women's sports and continue to beat them at their sports, have at it. When you possibly have daughters, and I doubt that someone like you would have daughters with the ideology that you believe in, have to compete against other men and they start losing, you should just embrace it. There shouldn't be any complaints from you, because this is the nonsense that you allow to happen.
What type? Do you have a type?
Yeah.
What's that? Tell us.
My man.
Okay, what country is he from?
He's African.
He's African! You like a black man, yeah?
They gotta have long hair. And you gotta be tall, and you gotta just have a personality.
So, would you ever date a white boy?
No, it's not my preference.
Ah, I saw the face you made. Why that face? What's going on?
It's not my preference.
So, in your opinion, what country in Africa would you say has the best looking men?
That's hard.
Go on.
I don't know.
I'm honestly not surprised by her answer just by the way she looks. I can tell what type of men she likes. The black community is in shambles.
I'm a astrophysicist.
Okay, I'm a Gemini.
If they're conservative, you're not having fun.
Why don't conservatives have fun? Now I gotta know.
I think with conservatives, you're just conserving yourself for something that just doesn't make sense. I don't give a what people say about me.
You're hot though.
I am hot though.
I totally believe this person when he says he doesn't care what other people think of him. That's utter bullcrap, and to test that theory out, all you need to do is call him a pronoun that he doesn't claim he is, and watch how he'll explode.
This comment says, Portia, I feel this so much. If you have the space, are you able to please enlighten us to how white folks can embrace and respect Juneteenth, particularly for those of us who are in America? This is left in my video. We're talking about white people not connecting to whiteness. And this is going to serve for my annual Juneteenth video reminder. If you've been with me for a Juneteenth before, this person has not. So let's not say you should know this. We offer grace here. Juneteenth is the celebration of the emancipation of Black American people that were enslaved. So it is for Black Americans to be celebrated by Black Americans. When white people ask me what they can do to embrace this holiday, I ask the same question: what about you as a white person? Or what can you embrace about this holiday as a white person? What about this holiday says to you as a white person, I should celebrate this, I should embrace this? Even as a non-American, it's a good question for a white person to ask themselves. This holiday is also a good reminder. It's a good reminder, especially for white people, that not everything is for you, and that's okay. If you want to know how to recognize the holiday and acknowledge the holiday, pay a Black person. Whether it's a Venmo, a PayPal, a Cash App, whether you shop from their store, whether you invest in them through way of Patreon or something else, pay Black people. You have to think, we're celebrating our Freedom Day, our emancipation from being enslaved, and we have yet to receive any type of reparations for the many, many, many centuries that we were enslaved and considered property of people and less than human beings. Simply put, this is a great time to put your money where your mouth is.
Here we go again with Black people complaining about how they need to receive reparations. How about you just work hard for things that you need in life like every other race, and stop complaining about things that you never experienced yourself? But I don't expect much from someone like this because they're lazy and they want handouts from everyone else.
My girlfriend wakes up this morning with abdominal pain that happens once a month. You have smooth muscle in your lower abdomen. This is where cramps come from. I don't care if you don't have a uterus. And I wake up this morning with morning sickness. I don't care what people tell you. Trans femmes, we can have periods.
And I also don't care what people tell you, and biology will also tell you this as well. Men can't have periods and they can't get pregnant.
Why are you here? Why is this your career? You come here to our campuses, you make an ass out of us with clever editing. It's honestly pathetic. You think this is a real job? I mean, dude, like, we're out here getting real jobs and you're bothering us day to day. It's pathetic, dude.
Why are you wearing a mask?
Because facial identification like that. Man, you. Who cares?
So you're afraid of people finding out who you are?
I don't. It's not.
We have a word for that. You know what that is?
Coward. You're here to just make fun of everybody. I encourage everybody to just make fun of him. Charlie, should I be celibate? Should I be celibate?
Dude, for a guy wearing
should
a
I
mask,
be celibate?
I would be really careful about throwing around jokes to other people at this point.
The hilarious thing about this video and how this person is complaining about Charlie Kirk is the fact that this person has a cap that says be kind. The only people that these people are kind to is the people who believe in the nonsense that they believe in.
Ask the girl next to you what continent she is currently in. What continent are we currently in?
Oh, me?
Yes.
What do they mean? I do OnlyFans. Like what?
No, like not content. Continent.
Oh, I thought you said content.
South America, West
United States.
Where do